Attention passionate Cleveland Browns fans. Breaking news. Something big is happening in the AFC North, and it could change the game. We're talking about a development that could have a direct impact on the Browns' path toward another title run. A potential shift in power that could leave a division rival struggling for years. You're hearing this firsthand. But before we begin, if you're a true Browns fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel and help strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers together. Share this with your friends and fellow Browns fans. Now, let's get to the news. American football. My friends, pay close attention to this story. During the lead-up to the 2020 NFL Draft, the Browns held a formal meeting with Mekhi Becton, who was a left tackle prospect at the time. Since then, Becton became a first-round pick who didn't quite live up to expectations and later transitioned to the guard position, where he found much more success. So the question is, have the Browns already explored all their options on the interior offensive line? Maybe. But with Becton potentially starting at right guard, Elgton Jenkins could remain at center, while Zion Johnson would take over at left guard. At just 26 years old, Becton might be worth developing as a big, athletic interior project for the Browns' new offensive line coach, George Warhop. Among all the disappointments faced by the Los Angeles Chargers in 2025, perhaps none was more frustrating than the signing of Becton. After a career revival season with the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line, the Chargers signed him to a 2-year, $20 million contract to be their starting right guard. He was viewed as the team's top free agent addition, expected to help stabilize protection for quarterback Justin Herbert. Of course, the offensive line struggles last season weren't entirely Becton's fault. But he certainly had his share of responsibility, dealing with injuries and inconsistency in both pass protection and run blocking. In the end, the Chargers released him this offseason, and Becton is now once again a free agent. There is still hope that he can land in a better situation and continue the upward trajectory he showed in Philadelphia. However, if the 2026 ESPN free agent rankings are any indication, his career could be at a critical turning point this offseason. The guard market is moving quickly, and Becton is being left behind. The top available guards were signed almost immediately. David Edwards joined the New Orleans Saints. Zion Johnson signed with the Browns. Isaac Sumalo went to the Arizona Cardinals. In a relatively weak class at the position, teams needing offensive line help rush to secure talent early. And even with players like Elijah Vera Tucker and Cole Strange already signed, Becton still ranks 29th overall on ESPN's free agent board, with 6 guards ahead of him on the market. Which leaves one big question for Browns fans. Subscribers. Share this with your friends and other Browns fans. Now, let's get into the news. American football. My friends, rumors surrounding the Denver Broncos could lead to the signing of a former Browns player who once had a $54 million contract. The Broncos have remained fairly quiet in the NFL free agent market, as the franchise has not yet signed any outside players, despite having some obvious needs on the roster. Meanwhile, the Browns may have found a $1.5 million solution to help replace the departure of David Njoku, a move that could turn out to be a smart gamble. Cleveland lost one of its most respected veterans this offseason. Njoku's departure leaves a significant void in the locker room, not only because of his production on the field, but also due to his vocal leadership and experienced presence within the organization. For a long time, most signs pointed to Njoku remaining in Cleveland for many years. However, the rise of Harold Fannin Jr. and the departure of head coach Kevin Stefanski may have changed those plans. Now, after his farewell message on social media and his release with a post-June 1st designation, it may only be a matter of time before he signs with another team. The Browns have already signed blocking tight end Jack Stoll. He is expected to take over some of Njoku's blocking responsibilities, but he isn't projected to play a major role as a pass catcher. That might not be exactly what the new head coach, Todd Monken, envisions for his offense. Because of that, the Browns could look to add a proven pass-catching tight end at a lower price simply to reinforce the position. And in that scenario, one name makes a lot of sense: Robert Tonyan. According to Spotrac, Tonyan is expected to sign a 1-year deal worth around $1.5 million. That could be perfect for general manager Andrew Berry, since Tonyan would represent a low-cost option to contribute in Monken's 2 tight end formations during obvious passing situations. However, there's another twist in this story. One need the Denver Broncos still haven't solved is the tight end position. Evan Engram is currently expected to return as the starter, but Denver could still benefit from an upgrade at the position, and they may be keeping an eye on a former Browns player to fill that gap. According to Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, Denver had previously shown interest in Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles before he signed a new deal with the Eagles. Now, Breer mentions David Njoku as a potential target for the Broncos. I'm not sure the Broncos are done adding at tight end. Denver showed interest in Dallas Goedert, and David Njoku is still unsigned, Breer said. Njoku had a difficult 2025 season, finishing with just 293 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. The 29-year-old lost the starting role in Cleveland to Harold Fannin Jr., which ultimately led to his departure this offseason. However, despite last year's struggles, the former first-round draft pick has already proven he can be a dynamic offensive weapon when given opportunities. Just 2 years earlier, in 2023, Njoku recorded 81 receptions for 882 yards and 6 touchdowns. In 2024, the former University of Miami standout posted 64 receptions. If Denver signs him, Njoku would give the Broncos offense another viable weapon in the passing game and provide a reliable veteran safety valve for quarterback Bo Nix. The move would also likely be very affordable, and with Denver currently holding about $22 million in salary cap space, the team could easily make an offer for the tight end, who has started 88 games in his career, while strengthening one of the weaker positions on the roster. American football.